How do you plan and budget for new window installation? You don't, you just do it all. Next. Okay. How do you plan and budget for window installation? Well, it's like any major project, there's some things you can plan for, there's some things you can't plan for. Example, if hey, this year we're going to do these 5 windows here, and then next spring or next summer we're going to do those 5 windows there. We'll work with you. We do that all the time. We've got customers that have 60 and 70 windows in their homes. So while we'd love them to do all at once, that doesn't always happen. So it's, we will piecemeal, and, most homeowners will start in their need windows. What I mean by it is first there's the obvious signs, like this window is rotted. We've got to fix this. This is bad. This is falling out. This is deteriorated. This isn't whatever, things that have to be addressed like that. Then there's not the obvious thing. It's like, mom and dad, this room is the coldest room in the house, is the master bedroom and the master bathroom, whatever. We've got to do something with the windows in here. Or we're worried about curb appeal. We want to, if we're going to do these 3 on the front of the house that are bad, we want to do the other 4 so that it all looks the same. So that's how you do, one way you do it. But then there's the things you don't have any control about, like, just using an example, we'll go into people's homes where they're empty nesters and the kids have moved out, and so they have spare bedrooms and stuff like that nobody's using. And so that isn't necessarily where most people would start replacing their windows. But if that window is rotted out and they have a water issue or a dry rot issue or things of that nature because it faced west and south and gets torn up by the sun, well, even though they won't get the most bang for their buck by doing the spare bedroom window because nobody's in that room ever, it has to be done because it's bad. And if we don't address it now, it will become worse, and then they could have worse issues with, i.e. moisture in the wall, rotting framing, blah, 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 and all that stuff. When we go out to give an estimate, people don't want us to be there a long time. They're like, give me a price, get out, let's go. We don't need the whole sales spiel and all that stuff, which I get. I'm a normal human being too. But when our guys go out, it's not just about, giving our sales presentation. It's about looking and trying to figure out to address to say, hey, this is a problem. This is a problem. This isn't. These are fine. Whatever and stuff like that. And that's not something you just boom, do. Yeah, done stuff like that. It takes time. You got to get in there and look and really know so that you can speak with confidence and professionalism. Like, this is an issue and here's why. And again, most homeowners are trying to rush. Just come on, get the price and stuff like that. And I just always tell them, this is a big investment. You don't want to just jump into it as far as not knowing why we're doing this. And you can have window companies come in there and just say, hey, we'll do all 10 windows for blah, blah, blah. Real low price, whatever. And wow, God, that's great. And then we'll come in and say, we're going to do these 5 windows and it's blah, blah, blah. And it's the same as the 10 window guys. And it's like, wow, that's a huge price difference. Then we're trying to explain, but what we're going to do is we're going to deal with this problem here. We're going to deal with this and we're doing this. And the homeowner's like, nah, I don't need to hear all that. Well, we're not just doing it because we want to charge more money. We're doing it because this needs to be done to make it right so we can warranty it. Whereas the other guy, he didn't say anything about warranty or anything like that. He just gave him a little price. Homeowner buys from him. Guy comes out, does this, and they're like, well, you're not fixing the water leak and you're not fixing it. Oh, yeah, no, that price didn't include that. That was just these windows done. And you're like, well, I thought, no. And so that's why we want to take the time to explain everything so we're all on the same playing field about here's what you're getting, here's why it costs this, but here's why it's better.